Daily chart, if market comes back not reaching the lower HVN and takes out the HVN of the upper consolidation, then this may turn out to be an inventory adjustment break on higher time frame. Let's start with Nifty. So what is the HVN that we are looking at on the lower side is this, and we just went above previous day's high and we failed. So you can also see there is kind of a shortening of thrust pattern developing. So where is a good high? Let's say this one. You make this progress, then you make lesser progress, then you make even lesser progress. All right. So this is called as shortening of thrust. And after that, usually you get a very sharp move down. So is this a start of that move? And we are going to continue lower. But yes, if you are saying that this HVN is not reached and we start going higher, but now the question is how you treat this whole range. Are you saying that okay, this was a consolidation, we moved higher, came back down and repaired this? That is one way of looking at it. One way of looking at it is that this whole thing is a consolidation and it's just part of single auction. So this becomes the developing HVN. All right. I usually, like to trade at HVNs that are not going to change anymore, like this one, because we already have finished this month. So it's not going to change. This HVN is also there, which we have broken below today, but that's just one day. So I instead what I would do is I would look at this fall when it started and then try to find out important references within that. All right, so let's do that. So go to this chart. What is the first thing that comes to mind? Obviously, let me split this and make it easier to observe. You're talking about Bank Nifty. We'll go to Bank Nifty also. So what we can see here immediately is that there is not much of a value forming here, right? But maybe this HVN is important. This is closing volume, not can be misleading sometimes. So this is the HVN, all right? Then we have this high, then we have this 2-day sideways composite kind of a development, okay? So if we have to see markets going higher, reversing here, how will we do that? If we don't have any reliable references in the recent past, or maybe since the fall started, this composite HVN is the only thing I can see right now. In that case, you wait, all right? Let the market do its thing for this day, then see what happens the next day. Let's say next day the value develops higher. Now you have HVN for this, and if the value is developing, then we'll have the low and all those kinds of things, and yesterday's high and all those things. And then you can use these references to frame your long trades, right? So here when there was a big gap, what we said, if we close the gap, we can continue higher. But let's say if we start moving lower, then wait for the VWAP and take pullbacks to VWAP or sideways development to take your trade. So you can do the similar thing here also when the market is going higher. And then you can look at this poor low, poor high, this gap, this HVN, all these things, and you can incorporate that in your analysis. All right. That is what you can do. So for Bank Nifty, the HVN is a little far. It's here. And let's say it does not come here and starts going back up again. Yes, in this case, I would say that, okay, this is a very big consolidation distribution. So wherever the composite HVN is very, very important, because this is a valid reversal pattern when you don't have a strong rejection at the top. All right. So you don't have a big tail or something like, or buying climax here. So what happens? Let's say market goes back up and this is a big distribution. So it can go and tag this HVN, this composite HVN for 2 months. All right. So if you want to draw it, we can actually do this. So yeah, we have drawn it almost correctly. So this is that composite HVN. So yes, we can come here, we can test that and again go back down. So this is a valid reversal pattern, right? And now obviously it accepts above that, then yes, this was an inventory adjustment in higher time frame and we might go towards the previous highs. So yes, that is a possibility.